Okay, so now what we're going to do is look at a situation where you've submitted the information because of your firewall on your network, the Windows firewall on your computer, or your antivirus program has prevented that information from being sent to the server. The key, this license key information may be partially created, but the process hasn't been completed. So let's have a look at methods of how, some methods of how to get around that. Just get the registry editor open. There's our key. Now if I deleted that. Okay, there's no license. Now that should represent, that should create a situation where the information's been submitted to the program, but the program hasn't gone and retrieved your license file from the server. So let's just have a look at this now. Let's view. Let's make sure. Alright, everything's up to date there. Now if we go and start the program, we should find a different ballgame. There you go. Now, CopySafe PDF has been registered. You've put the information in there, but it's missing some information. Now, if you have, so all you've got to do here is all you've got to do here is locate the email. Now the server is, here we go, the server has sent me this email and the instructions are really straightforward. I don't know how people can get in a mess here. If your license file was not downloaded automatically when activating, well obviously we didn't get that far. Now first part is save the attached file to your computer somewhere where you can locate it. Now there's our attached file, so we'll save that somewhere and we'll stick it in, well, I'm going to make it easier to find, and I'm going to save that to my root. That's easy. Now, next time I run the converter, just click on the register link and select the license file. Okay, and that's what we're going to do now, and we've done that. Here we are. We've been confronted with this window, and all I have to do now is locate that license file. Go to C, and there it is there. Okay, open that, click OK. The license file is not valid for this computer. Now there's something wrong there, because I might have actually grabbed the wrong file, in which case we'll have another look at the situation. Okay. Now, I had a look, and through all this messing around, I have managed to get the wrong license file in there. This is a different license key, which is the one that was actually used in this license file. So I'll find that license file, and there we go. Congratulations, successfully registered. Okay, so now when I click on the license, you'll see this little window here, and everything's okay. You shouldn't need to get into the registry, because you shouldn't have any errors. However, things can happen. For example, a few years down the track, you might be installing your 5th update for the program, in which case the same registry key should be used, or if you uninstall it, if you didn't use the proper uninstall process, like some people tend to delete things without actually uninstalling it properly, in which case the remnants of the registry key can still be there. But at any time you need to check the registry, this is the registry key that you see in this image. This is the full registry key after activation. Now if you need to locate that key, okay, it says there that it can be located there, but not on all computers and not in all instances. So you may need to find this little fellow, and we can do that by doing a registry search. So we'll get the regedit open. There we go, we have our registry key. Now there's hundreds, if not thousands, of registry keys in this section, and the easiest way to find one, especially when you're not sure where it lives, is find and simply type in the name of the key, okay, and search through the registry. If it's there, it will show you where it is and display it for you. Okay, that's not the one. That's not the one we want. Now, okay, find next is F3, so we can use function 3 to kick this along, and we'll just speed it up by hitting the F3 key. It could take a while. There are thousands of them to sort through. No, that's not the one we want. We'll keep looking. That's not the one we want. Something to do with the reader. No. Just keep hitting F3 until you find what we're looking for. Speed this up a bit. No, we're not in Adobe. No, we're not there either. We're not there either. And we're not there. And here we are. Bingo. We have found it. And it's not in hotkey local machine software blah blah. It's actually in a virtual store. Now, this is Windows 7 we're doing this search on, and there you see the registry key. It's under there. All the information's correct. Now you can edit this at any time. If you've got a different license key, for example, if you need to change computers, you can edit anything in here. You can, for example, okay. Just double click on it. Company name can be edited. The license key, that's the whole license key. Now, if the license key is sent as a .lic file, which is in text format, you can open that license file in Notepad and copy and paste the contents into this field if need be. Okay, so just keep that in mind. If you shouldn't need to do this, but you never know. One day you might get stuck. To register Protector for the first time, run the program, and here you'll see a button for Register. Now, if you click on the Register button, type in your company name. Now here, be very careful, because you cannot use illegal characters in here. If, for example, if your company name is Artoscope and Sons, blah 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 blah, you'll have to type in Artoscope and Sons without using the assander, because the assander is an illegal character in here. Or just simply type in Artoscope, simplify it, and all you have to do is make sure that anytime you update the registry, that you use the same company name. Now, okay, we'll type an email address in. You need an email address in here, because the server will check your license key and then send you a license code. Drop your number in and away we go. Okay, we have a little message here. Apparently there is a newer version of CopySafe PDF available for download. Okay, so the installer I'm using is not the latest version. Or it could be that yeah, so I might want to check the website and download the latest version. Okay, but that's not a problem. We can still proceed and register this program. So click OK. Congratulations. Here we are. Congratulations. CopySafe PDF has been successfully registered. Now, in this case, what's happened, if you've got that message, in this case you don't have to do anything else, because you have no problems with your firewall. The program was able to send your registration details to our server. The server got those details, checked, yes, your license is valid, generated a license file, encrypted it, and you have been able to download and install that license file automatically. Okay, so there's nothing more to be done, and should you receive an email from the server saying this is your license file, you can ignore that, because that's sent as a backup in case of emergencies where your connection was interrupted or your firewall prevented the whole process from completing. So we can click OK there, out of there. Now, just to verify that you are licensed, there you are. Look, everything's there, intact, and now your program, when it converts documents, you won't be hindered by any limitations or watermark. Your program is fully activated. Now what we can do here is pop in and have a look at your see what the registry key looks like in here, because we're going to deal with the registry, come back to the registry key a little bit again in a minute. Let's just have a look at that registry key. There we are. Now, on this computer, I have located the registry key, but it's not the same one as here. This one has been installed under Virtual Store, CopySafe PDF, and as you can see, that is the registry key in this instance. And there you are, company name, the email, and the license. Now that, well, there's your registry key, yeah, but that license, what's happened is, because you've successfully registered your program, it's been activated, and it's all automatic. It's been automatically updated, which means that the server has sent you your license file and saved it into the registry for you, so you don't need to worry about anything here. Now, should you have registration problems where you've been able to register your program, but it keeps coming up as unregistered, it's quite often because, well, okay, you may have you may have registered or tried to install the license file onto a different computer, a computer different to the one that you created the activation for, in which case, yes, that will be rejected. But the most common instance for failure is, okay, you've got everything's correct, the license file's correct, everything's correct, but when you've got a different entry in the company name. You might have limited or Inc. or something in there, whereas when you submitted your company name for activation, you typed in something different, and we have seen some failures caused by the addition of a space. Now see that? There's a space at the end of there, so you don't want any spaces at either end, because that space counts as a character, and if it's not found in the license file, of course you're in trouble. When activating CopySafe PDF Protector, once you submit your license key to the server for activation, it will update a registry key. If your internet connection prevents that information from being sent to our server, you can get into a bit of a mess, because you'll have a registry key that's significant of you having progress to a stage in the registration process when you actually haven't. So what we're going to do now is check out the registry key. We'll open the registry editor and have a look at the registry key for this program. Now, on Windows 7, you can access it from this little box here. Just type in regedit. On earlier versions like Windows XP, you might see an option from Start Programs for Run Program, in which case you click on Run Program and then enter regedit. Okay, so here we go. We'll find our registry editor. Yes, we want the registry editor. Now, the registry key we're looking for is the one seen in this image here. So hotkey local machine, software, Outerscope, CopySafe, PDF. So how you will find that is, okay, from your registry editor. Okay, it's your whole computer, and then it's broken into different classes which are applicable to different levels of permission and users on your computer. Well, in this instance, what we want is hotkey local machine. So expand that one, hotkey local machine. Go down to software, expand software, then have a look for a key called Outerscope. See Outerscope there, and there we are. There's the registry key. Now, as you can see, this registry key has a lot less information than what you see in the image above, and that what that indicates is that the protector has been installed on this computer and it hasn't been registered as yet. So it's safe to proceed with the manual registration process from the protector panel itself. So let's have a look at those options. Now, what we need to do is run CopySafe PDF Protector. Get the panel up. Here we go, and there you are. Now, to license this program, click on the license button, and here we see a license key, which is not good because it means the program has been registered and it's in the system. Now, this program has been registered okay, so for the purpose of the exercise, what we need to do is now unregister it. So if I go to remove that key, what I might have to do is just have a look around and see if that key has been registered elsewhere. Okay, what we might have to do is uninstall CopySafe PDF, and we'll get it cleaned up that way. Okay, so that's been removed. And leaving us to reinstall CopySafe PDF over again. So let's just find that program and we'll get it installed again. Okay, now we're in business. If I click on the register link, yes, okay. We are now accepting new license codes, and this is what you will experience starting afresh, installing CopySafe Protector on your computer for the first time. Now, to see where that, like we were looking at the registry editor before, so if we go back there now and have a look, and we'll find our registry key for CopySafe PDF, and there you are. As you can see, that's all you see, a bare entry. That means the program has only just been installed and no attempts have been made to register it whatsoever.